In this video you will learn how I build my physique and how you can too with only 30 to 40 minute workout sessions 4 times a week. And even better than just me rambling about my experience, everything in this video is supported by peer-reviewed study, which is definitely more trustworthy than just a random guy on YouTube rambling about stuff. But no time to waste, let's tuck in. Before looking at our workout, let's refresh what we actually need for an effective workout session. First of all, you need sufficient volume and intensity. Volume meaning the number of sets and reps performed during your workout. And intensity in short relating to how hard you've been performing those sets and reps. Of course, these are only the workout metrics, but you need to make sure to have proper rest and diet in order to make sure that you will see progress. This time we will only focus on the workout portion. In terms of volume, muscle hypertrophy follows a dose-response relationship with increasingly greater gains achieved with higher training volumes. So what do we mean by higher volume? Higher resistance training volume, 28 to 30 sets per muscle per week, is associated with greater increases in hypertrophy compared to lower volume, 6 to 10 sets per muscle per week in both untrained and trained populations. 28 to 30 sets might sound like a lot, but for smaller muscle groups we can definitely work with a bit less, between 15 to 20 sets. And how this adds up time-wise with good time management is as follows. 20 sets on average with 1 minute work period and 1 minute rest period will add up to 40 minutes per session divided between 4 sessions will result in 160 minutes or roughly 2.5 hours of work per week. So now that we have a rough idea of the ideal volume, what about our other training metric, which is intensity? Implementation of training with moderate number of repetitions, 6 to 12, multiple sets of 3 to 6, moderate loads of 60 to 80% 1 rep max, and short rest intervals of 60 seconds between sets elicits greater metabolic stress in contrast with high loads, which appears to be a potent stimulus for inducing muscle hypertrophy. However, and this is the important part, as long as resistance training is performed to volitional fatigue, training load might not affect exercise-induced muscle growth. Now this might have sounded very complicated, but trust me, it is very simple, and this is what it means. The main thing is not the rep range or what weights you are using. The differentiator and the most important factor is effort. Meaning, as long as you push yourself to your absolute limit, you will see results. So now that we know our required volume and intensity, let's add a little spice to the mix and let's make sure that we can perform this in a shorter time period. According to the findings relating intensity, our main goal is to reach volitional fatigue, aka failure. And by implementing cluster sets, we can achieve this in short succession, making our training more time efficient. Also, to make things even more time efficient, we can use supersets, preferably combining agonist muscle groups such as shoulders, triceps, and back and biceps. Also, to make things even more time efficient, we can implement supersets in our workout session, preferably combining agonist muscle groups, which will be back and biceps, and chest and triceps. Cluster sets and supersets will be further described in the workout section in case you need a bit of a clarification. So now that you have a rough idea of why this method works, let's look at the workout system followed by an example workout plan. You are going to have 4 training days. My preferred split is chest, calves, back, biceps, shoulder, triceps, and legs. In terms of volume, you aim to do roughly 20 sets for chest, back, shoulders, hamstrings, and quads, and only 15 reps for biceps, triceps, and calves. Ideally, you aim to do your heavy exercise for chest, back, shoulders alone with 1 minute rest period and superset the rest of the 15 sets combined with triceps, biceps, calves, while also implementing cluster sets. On a side note, for your first exercise you should always use smaller weight and higher rep range, because this is the set that we will use for warm-up purposes. And last but not least, just as a quick reminder, supersets are sets where you alternate two exercises without rest in between. So you would do a set of chest press and instantly after finishing you would move on to a tricep extension without rest in between. Cluster sets are sets where you would complete a certain number of reps, rest for a short period of 5 to 20 seconds before completing another 3 to 5 reps, followed by another short rest and another 3 to 5 reps. One set of cluster set is counted as 2 normal sets. So here is an example workout plan just to show you guys how I built my workout around this system. If you want the full workout breakdown with every single muscle part, then you will be able to find this in the description down below. Day 1, chest and calves. Just to be clear, I recommend going until failure on 70 to 80% of the sets, which is quite a high number, but I can't emphasize enough how important this is. The key is not the rep ranges or workout sessions or sets performed, it is effort. My rule is very simple here. If the workout plan says 15 repetitions and I manage to do it every single set, then I didn't work hard enough. I didn't challenge myself. I want to fail. I don't want to be able to complete my workout every single time. I want to pick up weights that will make me fail, but work very hard at trying to reach that goal. So this is my rule. I start on machine flies with 20 reps and 1 minute rest for the first 2 sets, out of which one is with a warm-up weight and one is to failure. And then move on to a set of cluster set, performing 15 reps to failure and then 2 to 3 clusters of 10 sec rest followed by 3 to 5 reps extra. For my second exercise I would do chest press with higher load and lower reps, which would lead to a simple 4 sets with 8 to 12 reps to failure. I would choose a weight I can perform 12 reps with, and since I only do 1 minute rest for the last sets, I am usually able to complete around 8 reps with the same weight. Moving on to the third exercise, I would perform a superset to save time. This would consist of dips in superset with single leg calf raises holding a dumbbell. This way you simply make sure you can complete both at the same location, saving time and making it easier to set up. I would do a time under tension technique for dips with 5 sec negative and 5 sec positive, just to mix things up, and superset it with calf raises completing 20 reps each leg before returning to my dips. My last exercise could be a killer dumbbell flies cluster set in superset with another cluster set for calves. A proper hardcore finisher superset cluster set mixture, which would save even more time and make sure I go out with a banger. Just to recap on cluster sets and supersets, how this would look is completing 15 reps of flies and then I would rest for 10 seconds, complete another 5 reps, rest 10 seconds and complete another 5 reps. Following that, I would move on to machine calf raises and do the exact same cluster there as well. And that's it for my chest workout. Now this workout would achieve a number of wins for me. First of all, this workout, as I said, would only take 30 to 40 minutes max. You would hit both high and low load sets, and also you would provide sufficient volume and intensity, making sure to stimulate muscle growth. If you would like to see the full-on breakdown, the full weekly workout session that I would recommend, or the one that I am doing, then just look for the description down below and you will see the complete set. Also, if you want my free ebook that I worked on for a whole year and I planned on selling it, but this time I'm just giving it away to you guys for free. It contains everything that I think that someone should know in terms of bodybuilding and mindset in order to make sure that you can achieve your goals. You will find the link for this down in the description below, and as I said, I'm just giving it away for free. And as always, thank you very much guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could also hit that like button and leave a comment, you would help the algorithm so much so that other people can find this content too. I just really want to help as many people as possible and just give away my knowledge. So I hope that you enjoyed this, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.